All right, welcome back for this not too kind of last minute match between Illumina and Automatt. So yeah, we had unfortunately forfeits in the tournaments. So both of these runners have to run for a chance of getting their sub 10 and potentially an extra $100. So I am going to commentate this kind of show match by Roberto. Hello.
Hello, chat. Hello, everybody.
And on the left of the screen, we will have Illumina. Hello.
Hello.
And on the right will be Automatt. Hi.
Yellow.
That's a color. Okay, if you are both ready to start, you can do the scouting of the first seed in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck. All right, and they have been deafened. So I genuinely have no idea what. Okay, so it looks like a blacksmith seed, village seed. So pretty cool. Not anything great in the blacksmith.
Yeah, that's very disappointing to see a blacksmith and have nothing in it.
Illumina stream is a black screen.
Don't worry, it's just his gamma one. It's normal.
I'm gonna wait like 10 seconds, and he was in 116.5.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's technically a fault of the runner, and therefore the match should just continue.
And Automatt found the looting too.
Oh.
He doesn't, but yeah, obviously he does work. It does work here.
Is that a question that warrants answering?
I think he's expecting an answer, but we're not going to give him, and he's just going to have to figure it out. He could just grab the sword and test it, like, in the scouting.
Well, he's quite... But yes, so T-Wax has said before that there is a different seed-dependent list for every single level of looting, so looting does actually help. Looting does work indeed.
But maybe, you know, considering the list, maybe looting is very unlucky and you will get 2 out of 20 rods.
Yeah.
When no looting will give you 18 out of 20, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it was a strat brought up before that could technically work. Just if you know for certain that different looting levels give you really good rod rates in like the first like 5 kills or so, then you could technically switch between just the normal looting and like the normal amount, which is 0, and then an actual looting to give you the best possible combination. Yeah. But it requires a lot of scouting beforehand. And we see Automatt turning, I think, iron ore into chests, making them a lot easier to find. Things you love to see.
Pretty much X-ray, but you don't need a resource pack, so that's pretty good.
Right.
And Illumina is scouting the nether now. He sees a fortress first, and now he spots the housing bastion? I don't want to say something stupid, but yeah. So yeah, it looks like a fairly decent nether, especially considering they have looting, but I don't think Illumina has found the looting sword.
And right, Illumina spent significantly less time in the overworld than Automatt did.
True. And he will be exactly 1 minute late on the running, by the way.
Oh, I guess him starting off on the wrong version didn't technically penalize him because it means that like he still has the same amount of time. It's just well, I guess if Automatt finishes ahead of time, then well, that's the 1 minute of loss anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, Automatt is in Nether now, looking around for the bastion fortresses.
Yeah.
So chat, there's not going to be a monument seed, so it's all bastions. Things you love to see.
Yeah, you love to see bastions. One thing I'm worried about is maybe Automatt is going to be worried about the looting too, and he's just not going to grab it. But I hope he does grab it, because it's great. So... And you could save so much time as well.
Yeah. Right. This looks like... Is this the stables? I was not paying close attention.
I believe it was a housing, but I could be totally wrong.
Ah. When you either can't count the number of spaces between the chests.
Oh wait, is it different? Oh,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
interim.
So, in stables, there's 2 blocks of gaps between
Oh, and
the
it's 3
the
for
two
housing.
chests, and yeah, it's 3 for housing. Yep.
Okay, I never realized. I guess
Yeah,
you're a
I
better.
actually didn't know that until a month ago or something.
It's definitely stables, by the way. There's 3 ramparts.
Ah, okay, okay. There we go. And there is the fortress. Looks like a pretty standard nether, all red biomes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no Sand Valley Fortress, meaning I guess it'll take a little bit longer, but we'll see what the runners do. It is an open spawner.
Yeah. I mean, open spawner, but they will have fire res and potentially looting too, so it shouldn't take very long at all. Like,
Mhm.
if you're lucky with looting 2, plus it's a 2i, so you only need 5 rods,
Right, that is true.
you could just get 1 wave of spawn and like 3 spawn and you get your 5 rods and leave. Like, that's very likely.
Right. And Illumina's already in the stronghold, scouting out the scouted travel. So he's progressing along at a very rapid pace. I'm guessing he's just hashing out the general frameworks of the route so far and then going back in to fill in the details. I don't think he's found the looting 2 sword yet, which could give Automatt the huge advantage, depending on how nice the loot table is.
That is true, yeah. I actually have no idea if he even plans on going back to the overworld to check stuff like this, so we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Right? And Automatt is checking barters, things you'll love to see.
Yes. He's getting his pearls pretty fast. He's not getting too much obsidian. I believe there was some in the chest that he got already. But the barters they don't seem to give him many.
Right. That's, I think, one of the biggest restrictions in a lot of these cases is obsidian. If you find a lot in a chest, you're good. But if you have to rely on bartering for obsidian,
You have to wait for
usually
so
it
long.
takes, yeah, a lot longer. A lot longer.
Yeah.
The nice thing is that they have a village, which means beds, which means less reliance on string. So at least that's one factor taken out of the picture.
Yeah, true.
Alright, Illumina's back in the overworld looking around. Will he find the looting 2 sword?
He's looking in caves, right? He's gonna mine
Yeah, I
iron.
guess he's looking for an iron source.
Yeah. Did he even see the village? Okay. I think he's gonna just go for structureless because he has a lava pool right next. So he's not even gonna check the village, and he's probably not even gonna check the. Yeah, so he's definitely not gonna check the portal. That's.
He was at the village, but given that it was a very disappointing blacksmith, there was, I guess, not much else that you need there.
Yeah.
And once again, since the runner, this is not a match that's going to matter in the standings. The runners are purely gunning for sub 10, meaning that riskier plays are what the players are likely to go for.
Yeah. Yeah, so you want the fastest possible run, which obviously that blacksmith is not gonna give you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Imagine blacksmith, but it's a breadsmith. Smooch.
Smooch. Bruh.
Alright, well, Automatt is checking out the stronghold, their supporter room. Just refining the scouted travel. So Automatt has scouted out a rather fully fleshed route with everything down to the barters and all the more fine-tuned details.
Yeah.
So, yeah. With 2 minutes left on the clock, it's a little bit of a time crunch. But I think both runners are pretty comfortable in having every aspect of the run hashed out.
Yeah. I don't. Illumina is spawning them with eggs. There's gonna be babies, you hate to see it.
Right.
It's so, like, weird, because when you're commentating, you feel like there's so much time to scout everything. Like, they're just running around doing stuff. When you are the one running, it is so stressful. It's literally taking so long to do anything. You hate it.
Yeah, so Antoine, you did experience that firsthand when you ran the match against Cred, right?
Yeah. I totally experienced that. It was a pretty terrific experience. I loved it, but that was very stressful. And I have a lot of respect for people who can do that efficiently in 10 minutes.
Yeah, understandably.
I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, Ada wants me to sheesh. or listen to his sheesh. But I'm not gonna.
But Arda, how will we hear your sheesh?
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to.
Arda in the booth? Pause, champ. But yeah, it seems like Automatt is going to use the village,
Yes,
especially the
and
iron
he's gonna
deposits around the
mine.
village.
Yeah, he's gonna mine iron right below that blacksmith, so that's pretty good. And
Yeah.
he's still gonna go for that lava pool though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, exposed lava pool saves a lot of time. You don't have to dig down to it or anything. It's just right there on the surface.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like that's a pretty standard route, pretty safe route that we see from Automatt. Just getting iron, smelting it while getting everything from the village, leaving the village, entering Nether. This is definitely a very good seed for a very fast Nether entry, depending on how the runners play it.
And a very fast Nether split with looting too as well, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And
Could this
Automatt
be the sub 10 seed?
is
Pause, champ.
in, and Illumina will be about a minute late on this one. Automatt getting a very good spawn actually. He's spawning very close to the village. The other spawns were like more in the spruce. That's quite good.
Yeah.
And yeah, so far, so I was not expecting that. Like, if you mentioned like people getting sub 10s in the tournament when it started, with the 10 people limit, you would have thought, oh yeah, but like people like Reynex, Feinberg, Sizzler, they're gonna hold all the sub 10s super easily after like 2 weeks. But no, and currently we only have, after the whole group stages, we only have 2 sub 10s from Horsey and Cube, which are not runners that people would root for when I asked who's gonna win ESI. So
they're very underrated runners, absolutely.
Extremely underrated, yeah.
It's really nice to see people who haven't previously been in the spotlight getting recognition for just how cracked they are, because every runner in this tournament is insanely cracked.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm just thinking we might need to want to add for the bracket stage just like a leaderboard on the screen of the fastest runs of the tournament, like top 5 runs of the tournament. That could be interesting.
Oh, that would be interesting. That would be really nice, yeah. To see not only like what the runners are comparing against compared to their PB and their tournament best, but also just the tournament best at large. Just everybody.
Yeah.
What they're competing against.
I will think about that.
But yeah, the runners are in full gear, so Illumina is actually going for the village after all.
Yeah.
And especially the village golem.
Yeah, this sword is interesting, I guess.
Yeah, having an iron sword, I guess, is a little bit nice.
And I really think that, unfortunately, Automatt is not gonna go to that looting
the room portal?
No, I really don't think he is. I really hate it, but that's unfortunate.
I don't think I saw the runners checking both of the loot tables. I mean, it could have been a simple test conducting to see whether or not like the C dependent drop rate is the same for looting and for the normal non-looting. But again, when you only have 10 minutes on the clock and you're dealing with a completely new seed, completely new factors, I guess it's quite stressful to have to consider all of that at once. So I guess going for the tried and true stuff is still I guess overall a time save to go for something that you're comfortable with.
Yeah, definitely.
And the Flint RNG.
There's a thing that Mel's just reminded me of. Since it's only a show. So the thing I wanted to say once they were deafened is imagine like you win the first seed, and so you see that the second is not very suitable for sub 10, so you just throw the second seed on purpose so that you get a good shot at the sub 10 on the third one. Like, that would work, but is that morally acceptable? I don't know.
I mean, would you throw the second seed on purpose? Or,
if you know, like, if you look at the seed and you're like, that's absolutely not subtenable, just wait for the third to see if it's subtenable, you know? When you know that the match is not going to impact your rankings. And another thing that I thought about that Mel's just reminded me of, but it shouldn't be a best of 3 for this match. It shouldn't even be scores. I think we should just give them 3 seeds, even if it's like if there is a 2-0 for Automatt or a 2-0 for Illumina, we do the 3rd seed because we don't know how many attempts they would have gotten if they played against Kolbanos. So just giving them 3 each seems fair to me, no matter how well they do. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly down for that because
Yeah.
if the runners are okay with it as well, and obviously we don't know for sure if either runner is gonna 2-0 the other.
Yeah.
I would like to
Also,
see naturally a 3rd seed, anyways.
yeah.
But yeah.
We're not gonna play 6 seeds. No, definitely not.
Mhm.
Illumina entering Nether at, so we need to keep in mind he's a minute late, so he's entering about 3:30, which is pretty decent. And Automatt
Yeah.
is already bridging to the speed bridging, by the way, to the Bastion.
Yo, he's cranking.
But he might not be that much ahead because of the fact that Illumina is a bit behind in time.
Yeah. Yeah, so in terms of pace, very, very similar pace.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, Automatt obviously
Automatt is a
has
god
the advantage
gamer.
here of not messing up.
Yeah.
Fully cranking it. Wow.
Yeah, with
Things you love to see.
with planks, by the way.
Mhm.
Damn, even Sizzler wasn't cranking today. Disappointed. He doesn't have gold armor
SMH.
though.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit spooky, so has to take a bit of
Spooky
extra
scary.
time to deal with the piglins outside the bastion.
He gets 10 obsidian from one chest. Okay.
Are you kidding me? What? Alright.
Okay. You love to see it.
crafting a gold helmet, things you also love to see.
Yeah, helmet
Helmet
plus
gang.
plus pickaxe. Perfect.
Yep.
And I mean, he's good enough. You just said.
There's also 3 gold blocks inside. Okay,
Wait.
so I guess the stables is just very bountiful.
Wait, he gets a village. He gets 10 obsidian from a single chest. So technically all he needs is pearls. He literally doesn't need anything. And fire res, but that's irrelevant. Like,
Yeah,
all
that's
he needs is
imagine
pearls.
eating fire res on Megalol. Exactly, so just nothing but pearls.
Yeah.
And he has checked his barters, which we saw were pretty good. Got pearls fairly quickly, so
I have terrible news for you. Illumina was not cranking. He's being caught in 4K not cranking.
Illumina not chat, you saw it here first. Illumina caught 4K not cranking. Disappointing. Absolutely disappointing.
Yeah. Illumina didn't get the chest with 10 obsidian though. I am concerned officially.
Which is also interesting.
Maybe he'll get it on his way out? Question mark?
Right, because he's going for the same route, and
Yeah.
he did check his barters, so he is also aware of the same information that Automatt is aware of.
Yeah.
But yeah, not getting the 10 obby from the chest means
Kinda
that he
weird
might
thing.
have to leave slower.
And
Might take a
Automatt
little
already
longer
has
to leave.
19 pearls, he could leave. He has some strings as
Oh
well.
wow.
For one bed. Which would
Some
be
fire
4 beds,
res?
which is, yeah, fire res. Pretty great. He has 2 extra fire res. And I believe
And that looks like a leave.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
That
think
looks like
he's
a
only living on 4 beds though, because he has 3 in his inventory plus 19 strings. That's not very comfortable, but... Oh, he can make 1 anchor, I believe. I didn't check his
Alright.
crying OB, but in terms of...
So 1 anchor, 4 bed is still, I would say that's still pretty comfortable.
Yeah. He can actually make 2 anchors. He has exactly enough for 2 anchors. He has 12 crying OB.
Nice.
So he is doing perfectly fine. I mean, 2 anchors, 4 beds, literally free.
Yep. And taking 3 pearls to get all the way to the fortress and scale it.
Yeah, I mean, that's an excellent pace. If he had taken looting 2, I would say it's still tenable. In this case, it's 5 rods, so it's not the end of the world, but
that is true.
Depending
it's only
on the
5
rates,
rods this time.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
we have seen a lot of oh
to
no!
Hoglin.
Oh no! Right, we did see Illumina struggle a little bit trying to lava bucket a Hoglin earlier. That's unfortunate.
That is gonna be the run for Automatt most likely, unless something terrible happens to him.
A death in a bastion, completely surrounded by Hoglins and Piglins and all that, is not a death that's easily recoverable.
Yeah. That is very not easily recoverable in any way. All right, let's
So
just
yeah, that's
see.
yeah, it's absolutely. We're pretty much completely certain that this is not going to be this. It's certainly not going to be a sub 10 for Illumina.
Yeah,
But
definitely
let's
not.
see how it plays out for Automatt.
Alright, still 2 rods though. He just killed 3 blazes and got 0 out of 3, so I really think it's...
Ouch.
Yeah. It should still be a very decent pace, like, most definitely. Wait, oh, he doesn't have enough glowstone for 2 anchors. I mean, he
Oh,
could grab
Monka?
glowstone from, like, the naturally generated one, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's planned that on his route, so... 1 anchor 4 beds is still... Omega Lolk, yep, drops.
Omega Lol?
Drop
Drop rate much.
I think he's like 2 out of 10 currently. That's
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. And like we mentioned, you can actually get like different drop rates from both the normal. You can pull from the list for the normal drop rate, and you can pull from the list for the looting 2 drop rate. So I guess
Yeah.
he didn't go for that option because there was not enough time to check it. But
I feel like he
could be
cannot
something
complain
interesting
about
for next
drop
time.
rates when he was given a looting 2 slots and decided to ignore it. So-
Yeah, he might have thought that the drop rate would have been the exact same for all of them, but no.
No, of course
they are
looting
in
2 is
fact
gonna
different.
work. Why wouldn't it work?
If maybe he thinks that since it's seed dependent, like the drops are also always going to be the same,
Yeah,
no matter
well-
what is used to kill them.
As we mentioned, he can test it. He can test
Yeah,
it in the routing, so...
Well, maybe that's a lesson he could learn from the next time.
Don't try to defend him.
Uh,
Oh, and Illumina finding the 10 obsidian chests, yep.
Yo, 10 obby chest.
Taking a bit of damage here, making more golden armor.
Helmet gang, PogChamp.
And I believe, yeah, Automatt has been here for 3 minutes trying to get his 5th rod.
That is literally a 3-minute fortress fight. That is,
Okay,
oh
he's
no.
leaving. He's livid and leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch, taking a bit of damage from a skeleton, I believe.
Mm-hmm. But still doing pretty well. Plenty of food too.
Plenty of food, yeah.
Yeah, this looks like pretty forgiving travel to the scouted travel location.
Oh yeah, that looks so
very
free.
nice and open. Yeah, very nice and open.
Yeah, I don't even know why people are digging down anymore for entering the stronghold when you know that you can just, enter the stronghold from Y128. So, but people just
Right? How did you do that? How is that legal?
literally, I don't know. I'm not sure that the height in the Nether actually matters because I have done plenty of all portals SSG, and the thing is, I was always, or for example, you also saw Feinberg do it, right? And when he was doing it from the roof, he was mostly like traveling from in the entrance room, like if you had the cords.
Wow.
Like if you have the cords of the entrance room and you're traveling from the roof, from my experience, it mostly puts you in the entrance room. Like, I really.
That's okay.
I would need to ask Matthew Bolan on that.
Probably,
please,
yeah.
Please,
That's...
somebody asks Matthew Bolan. We need to know if
Mhm.
the height in the Nether actually matters because I believe it matters. Like, it's not going to spawn you at the same place depending on the height. But I don't think that how high or low is going to matter for how high or low you're going to be in the overworld.
That's really interesting. And for people who don't know what we're talking about, Antoine Nether traveled from the Nether roof in his match against Cred, and still managed to teleport perfectly into the portal room.
The portal room was
So
at
meanwhile-
Y10, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
I dug down at the portal room 4 blocks and there was bedrock.
That is insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, Automatt is in the end, and
Illumina
bow
took
and arrow
another
strats,
death,
things
yeah.
you love to see. Oh, Illumina took a second death.
Yeah, 2 piglins this time.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. Illumina is not having a good time this seed.
Definitely not.
But Automatt did pull out the bow and arrow strats, which things you love to see.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's see if it pays off. I mean, obviously now it's not sub 10. It's most likely sub 15 if it doesn't mess up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like definitely out of reach for Illumina here. Who should we say? I think he lost 2-0 on his first match against Automatt, so
Right.
or 2-1 maybe, but he
No,
definitely
I
lost.
think it was 2-0.
Yeah, so
It was 2-0.
So it's going to be interesting to see if he can come back from so far a 3-0 record from Automatt, or potentially 3-0 if Automatt manages the one cycle. So yeah.
Right. So the dragon is being a bit of a stickler on this one.
No, Illumina is starting a let's play, getting some leather pants from that villager, and now he's going on an adventure. He's gonna hunt Enderman, do Taro strats, make a
things
creeper
you absolutely
farm,
love to see.
build an iron farm.
Hardcore 1.7 strats.
Yo, I remember.
Absolutely excellent.
I remember back when we were talking about AA like 6 months ago, and Illumina was one of the people saying that making an iron farm in AA might be viable for how's it called, the beacon. And I back then I thought it was hilarious and would never work, and I think that oh, and there's a perch for Automatt.
There's a perch. Yeah. I mean, iron farms have been optimized to be pretty efficient and pretty fast, actually. Oh wow. Okay, those are looking.
Yeah.
That is.
Okay, one anchor, 3 beds. You love to see.
Yeah.
That's
really great damage.
That anchor did like 70 damage. I'm not even kidding.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Deafening the runners.
Incredibly anchor.
All right, welcome back, and congrats to obviously Illumina for taking the congrats to Automatt for taking this one. It was an interesting one, GG's. And I'm curious, why did you not decide to go for loading to Automatt? You literally found it. Why?
Because I didn't know if this data pack actually was affected by loading. I didn't know. I thought it wasn't.
You can test it.
I could have tested it, right? I could have tested it. I forgot about it.
So yeah,
loading to future reference, it does.
Where was the looting? What?
It was a ruined portal, like in a different direction of the village, I think.
Yeah, it was alluding to. And for future reference, it does actually. It does give you a different list to pull from.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was actually worth it because it was kind of far away. So
yeah,
probably worth it. Yeah, because there was not a good drop rate here.
That was a 4-minute fortress. That was a 4-minute fortress.
Yeah, can you go back to the world and
tell
me
god,
how many
it was
places?
5 out of 8.
Yeah, I had a way faster fortress. I had a faster fortress split than you.
Yeah, 0 seconds. So
yeah.
Also,
it's a new strat, I guess.
Yeah, something we've decided is that even if Automatt wins that second seed, we're still gonna give you a third because we don't know how many seeds you would have played against Corp. So I think it's fair that you play 3 seeds no matter what. So yeah. So we'll go on a short intermission and give you seed number 2. And yeah, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We are here with the same people. They are ready to get into scene number 2, which is not going to be monuments. And yeah, I hope that you can get something on this one. And you can start scouting in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck. And they have been deafened and they can start running. I lied, it's actually a monument scene. Yeah. Close buried treasure, 90 blocks. Nice. Love to see it.
Yeah, really nice.
Illumina is actually checking for a monument. No, he's probably just checking a buried treasure or shipwrecks.
He also finds the buried treasure, yep.
Yep.
Now, is this going to be a lower treasure?
Oh, he finds 2 buried treasures.
Oh, okay.
Look, there's 2 different coordinates.
Alright. I mean, I guess it just be depending on which one is closer.
Or which one has the best loot. Or like
so 2 diamonds, bit of gold, bit of iron.
Yeah.
Some food.
Best ratio for distance per value of the of the thing.
Just do a little bit of calculus on the spot.
Yep.
Which buried treasure? Oh, he marks it with the dirt pillar, I think, just to make the distance.
I hope.
But meanwhile, Automatt is going straight down looking for a lava source.
Yes.
This time being the first to enter the nether.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, this is pretty straightforward when it comes to the routing of the overworld, I would say. Nether might be a tiny bit more tricky. I know there's a good... I think it's housing on this one. Pretty good housing. And yes, indeed.
And there we see it. Yeah, it's a lava floor housing. But
yep,
at least
but
it's not a lava-flooded housing.
It's not lava square, which I learned the meaning of lava square about half an hour ago.
Oh, does it just mean there's like lava pouring down and it's also a lava floor?
Yeah. Because I thought that, for me, lava square, I just imagined like, where's the square shape here? But then...
Oh yeah, square-shaped lava.
Yeah, but then I just saw someone type lava square, like power 2, and I was like, oh, that's lava square. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. And there's also a treasure a little bit further away.
Yes.
Pretty interesting.
So you could go for lower treasure, because that's the only viable strat for treasure bastions. As
Precisely.
we all know.
We could go for lower treasure.
No, we should go for lower treasure. Why did you use the wrong words here?
That's okay. That's fair. Every single route should be lower treasure. It's the only valid bastion route possible. If you see a bastion and it's not a treasure,
just go, just go out of your way. Go 600 blocks away to find a treasure. Like, what's wrong?
That is always a correct play. And Automatt checking the blind from the fortress doesn't seem very pleasant, unfortunately. Illumina is in the nether now, looking at the housing. Yeah.
Yo.
Wondering if we'll see some top-down manhunts, perhaps, since it is lava floor housing.
Let's see. Who knows? I am wondering if they're going to the same bastion and fortress. Because I don't think they're going to the same fortress. Illumina checks the treasure. Like, both bastions are like equal distance from the portal, but then I think they're just going to the same fortress, to be fair.
Yeah, I think generally speaking there are several bastions, but I think usually there's only just one fortress from what I've seen.
Yeah, there are some seeds where we give 2 bastions, 2 fortresses. And it's interesting because sometimes a fortress might look... Oh, what the heck is that on the Illumina stream? It was lava cast to the spawner. Sometimes, like, one fortress is probably easier to route because, like, it's more accessible or whatever. But sometimes there's just the one that's least accessible might have a god blind travel, you know? So
yeah, absolutely.
You need to make your choice depending on lots of criteria. So. Oh, and I think... Okay, so Automatt's changed his entry point and now spawns in a much better spot to get to the treasure bastion.
Ooh.
So you love to see it.
Yeah. I think entry spot, it doesn't always matter too much because when you enter the Nether, you're roughly in the same area anyways. But sometimes it could mean the difference between one side of the wall and the side of the wall that is closer to the bastion. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Illumina finding a shipwreck with some TNT and food, but it's not great. It's quite far. I don't think it's worth it. That treasure has so much obsidian. Holy.
Yeah, Automatt is just checking out this treasure, and those chests do look pretty beefy.
Oh yeah. Not very beefy in gold. What?
That is literally no gold. What?
Okay.
That is absolutely okay. There's some. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay.
This half
that's
got,
a fat one.
Yeah,
that's a fat one.
It compensates for the. Also, there's gold blocks in the chest, so that helps as well.
Yeah. So depending on the piglin barters, it could be could go either way.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on, I think Illumina is gonna go for housing, and Automatt is gonna commit to treasure. So it's gonna be interesting to see which one pays off. And I'm not saying that because I hope it's treasure, I swear.
It's not lower treasure, SMH.
I don't care, it's treasure.
Disqualified. Well, I guess at least it's treasure. But interestingly, Automatt actually puts himself in survival mode for a second to mimic the middle of the Ninja Brain route, and then puts himself back in creative, which I guess it gives you a feel of how it's gonna go. But not sure why specifically just went to survival for those few seconds.
Just to aggro more piglins, I would say.
To draw more. I see. To draw piglins towards him without needing to spawn them. I guess that works.
Yep. Yeah, because in survival it can be a bit annoying, I guess. I don't know. In creative, All right. Now checking the strongholds. The stronghold with 3 minutes left. I believe all runners are using the tool that divides by 8 for you instantly and gives you the right TP chords, but I don't know. I feel like when I was playing in Scred, this was one of my biggest time loss, was to pull out the calculator and actually just divide everything by 8 and then type it by hand. This was such a 1.5 minute time loss. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's using calculators. It's okay. It's something speedrunners are not used to.
Yeah, because it's banned. So.
Because it's banned. Yep.
I mean, I could do. I would honestly trust my division by 8. Just mental math, but. In a tournament where there's pressure and I have to go fast, I'm just pulling up the calculator and there's no mistake. I don't care. The only mistake I could do is forget the minus in front of the things, which I fortunately didn't do, and I hope that those runners don't do either, because then the blind is going to be awkward.
Yeah, absolutely. Imagine realizing you blind into the negative direction or the positive direction when you're supposed to blind to the other one.
Yeah, and Illumina not digging down to the stronghold.
Digging all the way down to the void. Interesting. He missed his dig down spot, I assume.
He missed the blind by 50 blocks.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue.
That's a little bit unfortunate. But they are both going to the same strongholds. That is the same spruce. I called it a spruce. I guess you can technically call it a spruce village. Taiga village. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. I mean, I call it a spruce village as well. I remember back in the 1.14 days where you would see a spruce and instantly reset, and now, whether it's 1.14 or 1.16, by the way, you see a spruce, if it has an ocean nearby, you're just cool. If it has a village, you're or at least in 1.16, if you see a village, you're cool, it can have a lot of obsidian in the blacksmith, because blacksmiths are very common in those, so yeah.
Yeah, blacksmiths do have a much higher rate of spawning in those villages, so they're harder to find. They camouflage a little bit. But
that is true, but they're if you really know your houses, which I don't, you can even identify them from any side. But then
right.
at the front it's very easy to identify them because they have the two grindstones.
Yeah, the grindstones.
Yep. Right, so 20 seconds left. I don't really know. So it's one eye, unfortunately. I don't really know how.
So they're gonna have to go for the full 6 rods. No time safe there.
Yes, and hopefully it's not 6 out of 50,000.
Oh god, it might be.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, as people say in chat, I just said back in the 114 days. So technically, I'm more of a Minecraft speedrunning boomer than T-Wag or Ada. Damn, feels bad, man.
Wow.
Feels old, man.
Imagine being old, SMH.
Yeah, at least.
But I think an interesting thing about the end game is that since the runners are spawning into Spruce Village, if they get rolled on string trade, it doesn't matter. They could just go and grab the number of beds that they don't have from string trades. So yeah,
so it's technically
I think
a village.
Nice. Yeah, it
maybe
technically is.
Maybe Illumina missed the blind on purpose so he could get beds. Ultra brain.
5-head play. Absolutely.
He could also get his obsidian to blind travel from that village, right?
Yeah. Actually, true. He's gonna walk by foot to the Spruce Village and then dig down from there.
And then walk back to spawn and do the blind travel.
Yeah. You gotta get your blind travel in, kids. You gotta get it in one way or the other.
Yeah, if you're not blind traveling, what are you doing with your life?
Automatt makes a gold axe. Ooh, things you love to see. You get a front load all of your wood right then and there.
And Illumina getting a stream sniped by Pufferfish, who decided to poison him for half a second. I hate digging with a pressure plate when you don't have a block on top of your head. Like, just put like a sand block above it and you're Gucci. Like, literally, it's so easy. Why would you... Okay, he's making a diamond sword. Classic 1-7 player.
I mean, it's pretty valid. A diamond sword is actually better than, I guess, in terms of like time, better than an axe when it comes to killing blazes.
That is true, but I hate it.
You speak truth, but I will not listen.
Exactly.
Valid, absolutely acceptable. Automatt is going straight for another entry. Wow.
Yeah, both of them actually. Automatt thankfully not losing the water on this. And Illumina setting the portals. I mean, they're gonna enter pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, are they using the same lava pool to enter?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I do not think so. They jumped in the portal at the same time. Oh, okay, no, Automatt flight back for the lava. Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, and
that's a 2-minute nether entry. Things you love to see.
You absolutely love to see it. I mean, honestly, my favorite types of runs are literally just you get a shipwreck at spawn with a close either lava pool or a magma ravine, and that's literally it. That's your run. Like, the shipwreck is literally just so OP. Slight difference here is that Automatt is getting harassed, bullied, you might even say, by this guest, and he has to take it out.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
And oh, what a sniper! What an absolute sniper! He gets it.
Things you absolutely love to see.
You absolutely love to see
Crank.
And
Yo,
Illumina is already setting up the manhunt, by the way.
Oh, well, okay. So we're gonna see which one pays off better, I suppose, the manhunt or the treasure.
Yeah, definitely treasure.
But of course, Illumina definitely has a bit of an advantage, given that he didn't have to battle for his life with a giant space cat.
Space what?
Giant space cat.
Okay, I've never heard that term before, but I'm happy to.
Because gas, the sounds are from a cat.
What?
You never knew this?
No.
Yeah, the sound effect that gas make are manipulated recordings of C-148's cat.
Like, you're not gonna tell me that a cat in this world actually sounds like this without any manipulation.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, but those are cat sounds. It's a giant space cat.
I would believe that. I mean, anything can be like transformed enough to sound like anything. So I guess, like, I don't think it's even transformed for this case, but for example, like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are turtle noises. So yeah, I mean,
turtle noises.
Yeah.
Oh, that is one thing I did not know.
Yep. Automatt, just remembering how this part of the fortress, the bastion, sorry, was much more OP than the other one.
Yep. Getting the one single block of gold there, and then the absolute chad number of gold blocks from over here. Oh, blocking off those two. I guess, yeah, you don't need any more dudes. You have plenty of dudes down there. Just block them off and prevent them from messing with you.
That is true. That's very true. And yeah, that's true.
Already a stacking some of pearls.
Yep.
Pretty great.
He's just gonna have to wait on strings, I believe. Or he could travel to that village, as you mentioned.
To the village and just get the beds there, not waiting for string. That
Oh, there's some strings in that chest. Things you love to see. Since it's Soulsen, I would take the Soul Speed boots. I don't know if he has some already put on.
I didn't catch that either. Oh, yeah, he does.
Things you love to see.
Because the screens are so small, and there's so many dark color blocks. Like, when I'm trying to check how much obsidian they have, I have to physically bring my face close to the screen, just to, like...
I can see 13
is that black
easily.
stone? Is that...
Yeah.
Oh, you can see 13 obsidian? Okay,
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, so doing pretty good on all stuff, and that is Leaf.
Illumina already in the fortress. I blinked. Yep. I literally blinked and he's in. What?
Yeah, Illumina definitely had the advantage of not being shot at by Ghast, and also, yeah, that was a very successful manhunt.
He's in sub 10 pace. Things you love to see. If he leaves sub 7, they're only on 6 minutes right now. If he leaves the fortress at sub 7, he's good. But I don't know how many rods he has. I don't know the rod rates on this one, so I think he has 0.
Yeah, I don't see any rods.
Okay, he's just gotten one.
Okay, one.
Maybe he lost one in the lava though, because his inventory was full. Automatt killing blazes with a golden axe. Things you hate to see.
Why do you hate to see it?
Because it broke after 2 hits.
Oh, I think it was just. I think was it just the golden axe that he had from the beginning?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess just send it off on its merry way and use your stone axe for the rest. But yeah, so both runners are just battling the blazes, battling the rod men for their fiery rods.
And I believe that the rates are fairly bad. Wait, is Illumina leaving already? Wait.
Yep, Illumina's purling out.
Oh, maybe he. Wait. Okay, maybe he just got god rates at the end.
A little bit low health, regens a little bit before purling out again.
Yeah, please wait a bit.
Yeah, I can't see how many rods he has, but since he's completely exiting the fortress, I'm assuming, yeah, all 6.
Yeah.
So what leave is that?
That is 2 on Automatt.
That
is a 730.
Illumina's still very much on, Illumina's still very much on sub 10 pace.
If he enters the end sub 9, then yes. Oh, please. I don't know if he made his blind better or his travel better, but I hope he did, so we can see a sub 10. And no, he's at the surface. Oh,
yeah. Oh, this is really far. You don't even see the pathing from the village. Oh no, never mind. It's there. Okay. It's
a
little different
no
from
F3? Is he
yes.
actually doing no F3? Oh no.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for Illumina to do no F3, but getting a little bit more food, which is appreciated.
And
but does he remember does he remember the block where he's supposed to dig down?
May I say he's doing no F3 and no timer. So, yeah.
Just coming here completely bare, just nothing but the game.
Pure gameplay. Things you love to see.
That is a true gamer right there, nothing but the game.
But unfortunately a true gamer who is not gonna get extra $100, so...
Oh!
And not even...
Unfortunate.
Not even gonna make a shield. I mean, unless he gets an SSG perch, because he has 1 minute and 10 seconds left.
So it still could technically be possible. He is in the portal right now.
Yeah, but
is it gonna be... maybe with who knows? Maybe with retime, could be sub 10. It will be... definitely dependent on how nice the dragon perch is.
Yeah. Which it hasn't been very nice so far.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of God purchase in this
We've seen
tournament.
like 2, like we've seen one for both sub-10s, I believe, which makes sense.
I see.
And maybe
Yeah.
we've seen like 2 other ones, like in non-sub-10 paces.
Mm.
I really
Well,
don't know.
just setting up for the perch now.
30 seconds left, it literally needs to perch like now, and it just strafed.
Either way, this is a very, very good redemption arc from Illumina, being
Yeah.
so far ahead of Automatt, who is still digging down to the Scout Travel location.
And Automatt's
taking a bit of a hot bath.
Yep. Those hot tub streams are getting out of controls. Automatt even doing the trend. You hate to see it.
No, I mean, I respect that. I respect that.
He's turned into an e-girl for views. Alright, and he's gonna enter the stronghold at just 10 minutes. While Illumina is still waiting for the... If Illumina loses this, it's kinda sad though. It's like...
It's going to be a little unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah, because like, he lost every single match so far against Automatt, but here he clearly deserves this win at least.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't... Oh, and that's a perch.
Oh, is that a perch?
Yep, 5 beds to finish it.
5 beds,
no
very comfortable. No F3.
But he's good with
as
no
usual.
F3. Oh god, that's a god bed.
Yeah. Pretty good damages.
The dragon turned, but
and
it's
there
still,
it is.
Still managed.
5 beds.
GG's.
That's a solid, respectable 5 bed.
Yeah, and a sub 11, by the way. So great
sub 11.
run.
Very nice.
Yeah. We're gonna unmute the runners. Alright, welcome back, and congrats to Illumina for taking this in 10 minutes and 52 seconds.
Wow, nice.
Very solid run. Yeah.
No F3.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys realize.
We realized. No F3.
If you used F3 and travel into the polar room, that could have been a sub 10.
Yeah.
But that's unfortunate. But you still managed a very solid run with an F3, so GG's. Yeah, you went for 2 different bastions, by the way. Automatt going for the treasure, and Illumina going for the housing.
I was like, I saw both bastions. I was like, nobody goes for the treasure. Only Kuraway does, or I saw something like that. I don't know. I don't think anyone would go for the treasure. I don't know.
I was like, I mean, there was a lava floor, so I thought it wasn't be this fast. I think so. I went for a treasure. It was kind of good to both on treasure too.
Listen, Sizzler got 2 sub 12s with treasure. I don't care.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good run on either side. What really, I think, made a slight difference was Automatt getting harassed by a ghast at the start. It took him like a good... It was so far too, like it took at least 30-40 seconds
I was actually thinking about not killing it, but he was...
Yeah.
It had such a bad angle on me, he could have just killed me instantly while bridging, so I was unlucky, I guess.
Yep. But you still managed, and that snipe, like, that was clean when you finally managed to kill it, so... Yeah. But fortunately, we don't even need to say we're going to seed 3 either way, because it's now 1-1, so we are going to have the decider seed for this one, and we will be back in 5 minutes for it. We will be right back. Alrighty, welcome back to ESI seed number 3 between Illumina and Automatt. They are ready to go. It's obviously going to be a monument seed, not just kidding. Yeah, it's just going to be a normal seed. And they can start the scouting in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck. I'm a little prankster, you know.
Yep.
I'm being late with the fam.
We do just a little bit of trolling.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of
Actually,
trolling.
I think they would have preferred the monument seed, right?
Yeah, look at that mesa. Wow. One of the 7 natural wonders of the world.
It's actually a very, very good seed. There's a completable ruined portal. There's plenty of stuff. There's really a lot of stuff. Wait, is there no... Maybe it's the blockade doesn't work. Anyway,
The what?
It's supposed to be a great seed.
Oh,
yeah.
were
Actually,
they unable to find the...
Cube got sub 10 with a Mesa spawn, so yeah. Okay,
Oh,
that
interesting.
That shipwreck is great. 17 iron, 3 gold, unfortunately, but still good.
Yeah, I mean, with seas like these being just so absolutely expansive, there are so many options to do so many different things.
Yeah.
Reminder that we still haven't seen a sub 10 yet this match.
We came very close twice. Like, one of them was pretty much decided by Illumina not using F3 and Automatt getting aghast, and the first one was pretty much just Automatt not getting the loading 2. I mean, I don't know if it would have been sub 10, but it would have been much, much closer. Cube did get a PB today of 1340.
Oh wow!
But
Congrats.
it's not even sub heaven, so it's pretty resident sleeper.
Oh. Not even sub heaven Omega lol.
Yeah, like it's literally Cube, like you.
Cube who mega lol.
Yeah. Heaven my beloved. No, obviously, so it doesn't it doesn't get taken out of context. I love both runners, and they're both extremely skilled, so have a lot of respect for both of them.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, and
definitely.
Illumina doing pretty much what they did in the previous seed, where he's gonna try to dig down straight from the shipwreck for lava. So you'd love to see it. It's kind of scuffed with that lava flowing, but it should be able to manage. And yeah, just entering the nether now. Fortress first. You'd love to see it. And stables, I believe, a bit further in after a good bunch of walls.
A little bit hard for me to see, but once again, we see Automatt turning everything into
housing.
Oh, it's a house. It's another lava floor housing. Okay.
Yep. Not too lava floor. Like it's. I think you can still bridge. Yeah, it's still bridgeable.
It's still doable. It's still definitely doable. Just need to put down a couple of blocks.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, look at that nice naturally generated deposit of ender chests on Automatt's screen. Wow.
That is for gravel, I believe. And yeah, he's just gonna try to dig. So he's gonna dig down at the exact same place that Illumina is. But the difference is that he's trying to get flints on his way down, which is smart.
Yep. Right, it is a warm ocean, so there's nothing but sand on the bottom, which is
you hate to see
quite disgusting.
I hate warm oceans.
Warm oceans, piss oceans.
And Illumina finding 5 obsidian in that upper chest and not much
Pretty
in that double chest, so it's pretty good. I feel like most of the time I'm getting better loot from single chests than double chests. I don't know why.
Yeah. You would expect double chests to have better loot, but sometimes maybe like the single chests have like a condensed essence of good stuff.
Yeah, every video game's logic would have like a bigger chest having bigger loot, but no. It
Not
just has,
Minecraft. Minecraft just
just
kind of
has more
quirky though.
crap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Either way, still having 5 obsidian from a chest is great help. It significantly cuts down on the time you have to sit around and wait for piglins to trade.
Yeah. So I believe both of them are going for the same bastions, right? There's no way.
Yeah.
Yep. And potentially checking the top chests for extra obsidian if they need to. It's crazy to think that they only have 5 minutes left for the routing and they haven't even left the bastion. That's like pretty slow pace for the scouting. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely the slowest that we have seen. Illumina is certainly at the fortress.
Yeah.
Neither runner have even had a glimpse at the stronghold yet. I don't think Automatt has even looked at the fortress, actually.
Yeah, he's checking the battles right now. One thing that's... I think I mentioned it to you last time we commentated together. The fact that when a runner gets a sub 10 in this format, actually just runs the seed faster than he scouted it, and that's amazing to me.
Oh, that is true. That is completely true. I guess it's just, you know, doing all of your homework beforehand means skipping a lot of the hard stuff later on, because I guess for example, fine-tuning the location of your scouted travel definitely takes a lot longer than, you know, just
doing it. Yeah,
just doing it. So I think in some ways it does make a little bit of sense, but obviously it really depends on which seed and how well you've done your scouting, and how much you were able to condense all the information into just 10 minutes.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
So is Automatt thinking of blinding from the bastion? I guess just checking the blind from the bastion and then going to check it again at the fortress?
Yeah, I think the right play, and maybe the meta that we're gonna see develop on this tournament, which I really hope that the meta evolves with the brackets, because it kind of evolved with the groups, but not as much as I would have expected. And I really hope that the meta changes with the new category being added, being a SRG, as well as just the tournament being played, which is to check the blind from both the fortress and the bastion, and if the blind is better from the bastion, you pearl hang when you leave. I think it just makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Unless
that's really cool.
Unless you're you're a purist and you're like, you pearl hang stinky. But yeah,
I mean, yeah, we have seen a lot of pearl hangs in the tournament, so yeah, there are definitely situations in which I think that would be such a huge time saver.
Yeah, and 90% of those situations, the pearl hang, the person who did the pearl hang was the player who was behind, and the pearl hang allowed them to be ahead again, like 90% of the time. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's a great play.
You always love to see the plays in which they're either a little bit riskier or a little bit less commonplace, and they actually end up Automatt puts an end portal instead of another portal.
It's going to the end.
Imagine blinding straight from the nether into the end. Wow.
It is a 2i, so only 5 rods needed, so that adds something better to the seed.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a time save, depending on the rod rates.
Yep, and Automatt hitting that lava and dying instantly.
Hot bath, hot bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like both runners are also going to be blending out the exact same patch of gravel here.
Yep.
It's actually a little bit surprising. Well, I guess it shouldn't be too surprising, but I honestly thought I would see a lot more of runners going to different strongholds. But it doesn't actually happen a lot. They tend to always go to the same stronghold.
Well, I guess it would have happened if people started doing like pearl hangs to optimize their nether leave, which I really think is like something that's completely undeveloped so far in SRG. But if you manage to just like check all 3 strongholds from the first ring and see, like, if you get close to one on your way to the fortress, for example, just pearl hang to the exact location, and it's so free. Such a huge time save.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we'll that's something that I'm hoping can be developed in the future. One thing that I was also thinking might happen, but I don't think it is happening, is house building sharing strategies so that one of their members would win the tournaments, and just, you know, working together towards just making SRG like super optimized. But they don't seem to be very focused on that, and probably just keep on improving RSG strats, which is still not as optimized as you would think. So yeah.
I mean, either way, it's I think there is a lot of crossover, because like I feel like RSG strats can very easily be imported into SRG, but SRG sometimes it doesn't go the other way around because you have less okay, Automatt is 5 RD, is this?
Yeah, for Dolphin probably.
Yeah, maybe just 14 dolphins, which
I don't know if they can
do appreciate that strat.
This close from the shore in that ocean. Oh, they can. Nice.
There we go. As long as it's an ocean, they can generate. Just earlier, I think that biome was more of a river. I think.
They cannot generate in frozen oceans, I believe.
Oh, not frozen oceans. Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but
No, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
From Elisaku's AA experience, they cannot. So I trust what he says.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a dolphin in a frozen ocean, so that makes sense. But yeah, Illumina is opting for a boat, using it to boat down the mountain earlier as well to spare a bit of injury and save a little bit of time. But I think the biggest time save is still using the dolphins, which got Automatt to the shipwreck much faster.
Yeah, Automatt utilizing this extra iron that he got to make a pressure plate and be able to breathe underwater. Love to see it.
Yeah, pretty good utilization of your resources. And usually you don't have any use for the extra iron anyways. You're just sitting in your inventory, so
yeah,
this is a good way of using it.
Very true.
And yeah, getting his wood this way. Honestly, I really like this play. Like going completely woodless, just getting the sticks you need for the tools, and then getting the wood from the shipwreck. It does mean banking on a dolphin, but of course with the 2RD play, that's it paid off. There were dolphins right along the way.
Yeah.
And he was able to get here much faster.
Illumina, I actually believe, is digging down a bit faster. But Automatt has a golden pick, so maybe he will just be there very
That
fast.
is true.
Yeah, no, they're on the same pace. Oh, I'm losing the water. It's fine. Oh, Illumina probably realizes he doesn't have gravel, and he's going back for it. Oh, that's
Monka?
Time loss.
Or water? Well, one thing or another was missing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Automatt is building a portal.
It was definitely gravel that she was missing. He just finds some. And yeah, Automatt entering in 230. What a pace! He's really solid on those ocean entries, to be fair. Consistent sub 3, that's great. I really think that villagers are cool and safe, but unless there is a ruined portal, they don't give you as good of entries as shipwrecks and buried treasure do.
Yeah.
Right, so entering the housing now. And I mean, I was gonna say SRG is obviously much more optimized than RSG, or the times are gonna be much better. But the thing is, when an RSG run blinds into the polar room, then I don't really know if it's more if you can say it's more optimized. You know, it's.
Yeah, I suppose. But also, that's a little bit of a spooky moment with a big piggy driving Automatt into a hole in the wall.
Yep.
But I mean, hey, a little bit of extra food, things you love to see.
Yeah, and he's gonna set up the bridge. There's a bit of lava, but the piglins shouldn't care too much.
Right. It's not too much lava around.
They should follow. They should follow. It's cool.
Very polite of him to wait a little bit to gather all the piggies. It's a pretty nice strat, actually. Just preventing them from following him up, which means they all sort of pool at the ground there, and then just inviting them all up at the same time.
Yep.
Pretty nice.
And he's doing a route that I have seen before, but it's not very common, where he will get piglins from both sides in this hole. I've actually seen this exact route being used, but top down, and it's literally consistent sub 130 housing. It's incredibly fast. Illumina doing pretty much the same thing, but he's doing the more standard route. Is Illumina actually
more conventional route?
Like playing on gamma 0.5? Like what?
Yep, classic Illumina.
He's genuinely playing on Moody. I'm okay.
He has an incredibly bright monitor, I suppose. Either that or he just has night vision installed in his eyes.
Yeah, this was gonna say. Night vision cheats.
Hacks in real life, night vision goggles.
Goggy?
What? Goggy? But yeah, okay, so Automatt is heading up, probably to get to yoink some stuff from the chest.
Right.
This is, I mean, housing is just generally consistently Is Illumina exiting already?
Yeah. Great pace, and
wow,
depending on the rods rates, again, might be a sub 10. Who knows? Leaving at 5:30.
That is true. That is indeed true.
He could do educated. Look, his portal is right there.
And Automatt is also leaving.
Yeah, at 5:50, not a bad pace at all. And he's gonna pearl. Oh, because Illumina doesn't have food, so he can't pearl to the fortress. So Automatt gets there faster. Damn.
Yeah, that is true. They do not. They literally entered with no food this time. And I think earlier Automatt, his little shenanigan with the Hoglin actually gave him a little bit of food to start with, and I think he got a little bit more.
Yeah. Illumina now getting his food, but that meant he couldn't pearl that whole time. So.
Right, which means Automatt, despite leaving slower, is actually in the fortress first.
Yeah.
I love the push and pull, honestly. Just one runner being faster than the other run to do something, and the other runner immediately catching up.
Ooh,
because of the different way to deal with their circumstances.
Yeah.
Oh. Illumina takes a hot bath. Been a long day. Take a little bit of a hot bath.
Yeah. Okay, 1 out of 2
have
for
a moment to
Automatt.
relax. It's better than 0 for 6.
Hoglin drops are unfortunately not regularized. The thing is, we don't want to make everything completely equal. Like, we're never gonna change Flint RNG. We're never gonna change animals drop RNG, like sheep shearing or animals food or whatever. We're just changing what makes the run actually impossible to run. To win if you get much worse. Like if somebody goes 6 out of 6 for rods and somebody goes 6 for 19, then it's 90% sure the one who goes 6 out of 6 will win. But if someone gets 1 pork chop from a Hoglin and someone gets 3, it's not like a huge decider. There's other ways to get food.
Right. Yeah, and as we see now, Illumina just killed 3 piggies in a row, managed to yoink much of their flesh.
Yes. That saying was like very. Yeah. All right, and
I'm here to
Automatt's
say slightly
leaving.
disconcerting things.
Leaving at
Yeah.
8 minutes. Depending on how far his travel
Right.
is, we might see a sub 10. He needs to be
And-
in the end in 1 minute, pretty much. And then get very
Pretty much,
lucky.
yeah. Yeah, only needing 5 rods means much faster exits. So I think
He's
everything
there.
in the seed. Oh, okay, there we go. It's the gravel patch, yo.
The gravel patch. The one and
The
only.
gravel patch. The one and only
Yeah.
gravel patch. Okay, we're seeing the portal out. Things you absolutely love to see.
Yep. I don't really like the strat of putting one block under you in the portal.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I prefer to put like 2 on the side so you don't have to break it afterwards.
Especially if you don't have a gold pick.
He didn't blind
Oh,
exactly
what is
where
this?
he wanted to. That's
a little unfortunate. So he has to
Yeah.
do a little bit of a navigation on
Oh
the spot.
no, he has to navigate. Okay, I think he finds it. Okay, he found it. Did he?
No. That
Okay, it's above.
he's
And Illumina blinding at just a tiny bit
Lumina's
later.
loading out, and alright, so Automatt digs in directly into the lava of the portal room.
If he has fire
I'm
res,
assuming
he could
he
just
heard
swim
the
up.
silverfish. But yeah, it's
Okay,
a little bit of
entering at
kerfuffle.
9:15, 9:20 on my timer.
Yeah, it's unless there's an unless the dragon is already perching,
it's a
not
cage.
gonna.
It's a cage.
Yeah, that's the little
It's a
shake of
big
frustration on
cage.
Automatt's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Illumina is also lost in the stronghold.
Oh
Unfortunately.
no way! How did that happen?
Both runners are getting a little scuffed over by their end game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
But
probably
Hansi,
not going to see the sub 10.
the 3
there's
runs
supporter
that
room
we've
for Illumina.
seen, the 3 runs that we've seen so far today, they all had sub 10 potential. They were all great. I really loved it. And Automatt going for safer strats of shooting down the tower, and he gets 10 minutes like right as we speak. So
Right. Going for the bow and arrow strats. T-Box would be proud.
yeah, he's just trying to get all the towers that are not caged, pretty much, I believe.
Illumina setting up his perch now, and prolling over to far side of the tower, just waiting for the dragon to perch.
Yeah. Let's see it.
Both runners have their beds in their inventory. Both runners are just waiting for it.
If you go to RD in the end, does that does the dragon not do anything anymore? Like, could you pearl hang for the fountain in the end? I don't think you could.
I don't know. But we are seeing a perch on Automatt's part.
He's so low. He's gonna die. He's gonna die from the last bed.
Oh no.
He didn't want to.
But it's okay.
He knows he didn't go for the last bed, and he's gonna kill. Oh my god.
Oh goodness. So luckily, Automatt is able to axe the dragon to death on half a heart.
Yeah,
half a
Illumina
heart.
is bed cycling as well. Damn.
Illumina's also getting the 1 cycle. But yes, it seems like this insanely close round is going to end up going to Automatt.
Yeah, insanely close, but it's going to Automatt.
No.
You know, Automatt.
That should have been sub 10 from me because I blinded on the wrong spot.
Yeah, unfortunate. One thing that happened to Automatt that was hilarious, he was bed cycling with barely any health, and he realized that he was on half a heart for the last bed, so he decided to not do the last bed and just finish with the axe, which was a very good play. So
yeah, I was aware of my health. I thought that maybe armor could take some more hits, but it didn't, and I died from a fall damage. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell?
you can swear on this stream. It's fine. I don't know what Illumina is, but here it's completely acceptable. All right.
Sorry for swearing, Mr. Streamer.
It's okay.
Monka TOS.
All right. So the seeds today were absolutely insane for your matches. I think it all went to sub 12s, I believe.
Did the first one? I don't think the first one was sub 12.
What time was the first one? I actually don't remember, but all the runs were pretty insane. It was definitely sub 15. Yeah. But yeah. So how did you?
I think that was barely sub 15. I think actually.
Yeah. It was a 14XX if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, that was the scene when the blazes were just.
The fortress, the 4-minute fortress.
Yeah. No. Did you enjoy the scenes?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were pretty good. I was actually this little thumbnail of the seed was spoiling me that it's gonna be a mess of spawn. So I was like, "What the hell, dude?"
Yeah.
I was like, "There's nothing." So I just forced the dolphin to spawn with render distance too, and that was kind of good, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
actually
good
got
job.
a
You went to the
correct
shipwreck really
enter.
quickly.
Yeah, 230 enter. Very solid. But yeah, the seeds today really were very fun to commentate. I hope they were equally as fun to play. And I guess see you both in the brackets. GG's.
Yeah, ready for the third meta rematch, maybe.
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 In the grand final, maybe.
The grand finals, maybe.
All right. So thank you for playing, and I will see you later.
Thank you very much.
Right.
It was a
Thank you.
fun day. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye. And
Bye.
also thanks to Roberto for co-commentating. Ken, the last
no,
minute.
of course. Again, absolutely insane matches to watch. Sad that I didn't get to see a sub 10, but there's always tomorrow. There's always the next one.
Definitely.
Thank you for hosting, and thank you for both playing.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, and see you around. All right. That was a very fun match. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that we managed to get both runners here, despite the circumstances. There's definitely like things that we need to adapt in the rules, considering regarding like canceling your matches. Like if we do something next, like we'll say if you cancel your match like less than an hour before or less than 4 hours before, then just bye. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we're gonna raid the relay. Is the relay still going? Am I gonna commentate that? Please tell me your relay is still going. Please tell me it's not over. Please. Oh, it's over. No. Who won? Serious Dedication won? Because they're in yellow? Oh, that's cool. I'm happy for them. That was not an hour of disappointment. I'm just so fucking sad that I didn't get to commentate this one. Oh, I hate it here. We're gonna raid someone, but who? Is Mackie doing A? No, 116 RSG. I mean, we could raid Alden. We've raided Alden like yesterday or the day before. Let's raid someone else, I guess. We've raided Ninja Brain recently as well. We could raid Benex, I guess. It's cool. Let's just raid Mr. Benex. I could raid Mackie, but I've raided him like recently as well, I think. So yeah. I will see you later. Thank you for watching, and yeah, bye-bye.